Hey everybody, it's JP83. Over here finally getting to the Down for Sound JP83. In previous video, I was able to get 136.3 volts of AC output to the subs. These are two Skar Audio VXF 12s at 1 ohm with a 8-inch port from Big Ass Ports in a 4.5 cubic foot box that I built myself. It's tuned at 37 hertz. Everything is sealed off. This rear driver door is going to be open. As I stated in my previous videos, this is the loudest that I was with my previous setup. I'm testing it Down for Sound JP83 at 1 ohm with a 45 amp hour of C-Max, 400 amp alternator from Autotech Engineering. I'm using the SPL Labs wireless bass meter, the 3rd edition. I'm gonna do everything exactly the same. Meters on the glass, driver window down. This is the absolute loudest I was able to get my previous setup, with the rear driver side door open and the front driver door window down. Got the meter hooked up to my laptop here. 41 hertz is my peak. With my Soundstream XXX 15,000, I clamped about 6,000 or 5,868 watts, and I got a 151.8 on the glass. So we're gonna see what this JP83 does for the system, if it gets any louder or if it clamps any more power. Make sure that the settings are all the same. Balance and fader both at 0. 80 hertz filter, subwoofer level, as I showed in my previous videos, go all the way down to -10 and up to +10. I'm gonna show you guys that now, all the way up to +10, but I tuned it to 0. That's where it's cleaned at. Equalizer is all zeroed out. We're just gonna get an idea. I'm gonna monitor my voltage drop, because with the 15,000, I dropped down as low as 14.7 at 35 hertz, clamping 8,199 watts, only doing like a 148 plus on the glass. And at my peak at 41 hertz, and I'm going to do the same thing today to compare the two with a 45 amp hour C-Max. At my peak at 41 hertz, I only clamped 5,868 watts out of the Soundstream XXX 15,000, and I got a 151.84 was the loudest I got on the glass. So we're gonna find out what the JP83 can do. And my loudest at 41 hertz with the 15K, I went from 15.5 dropping down to 15 volts even. And as you see right now, I'm resting at 15.6. It doesn't matter if it's just a little bit up. We're gonna give this JP a good comparison. Like I said, I got the 45 amp hour, the same I had as previously. Everything is the same. I'm gonna go ahead and start the meter. Not to keep you guys on here too much longer. Hope you guys like this video, as well as other videos just like it, using absolutely the same RCAs. In my previous video, I said that this was sky high, but they're not. They're Skar RCAs, and these are the acoustic research RCAs. Eventually, I'm going to be switching everything out to some sundown audio, but for the time being, this is what I have. All right, 41 hertz, volume 48. Let's see what happens. All right, so as you see, 41 hertz. I dropped as low as about 15.1 from 15.5, and we got a 151.78 on the glass at 41 hertz, clamping 5,995 watts. I'm gonna go ahead and reset that because it seemed like it was a little jumpy at 41 hertz. I'm gonna start it again. Let's see what happens. 41 hertz, 15.5 volts, more comparable to what the Soundstream XXX was at. Volume 48. Meters on the glass. Let's go ahead and start that over real quick. See what happens. Alright, as you see, it bounced right back up. We're at 15.5 volts, dropped down to 15.1. This time, only getting the 151.53, but clamping 5,643 watts. Now, we're just gonna go by that first one, that 151.7. Either way, it's just slightly quieter than what my Soundstream XXX 15,000 did. And I clamped a little bit more out of this JP because I did 5,868 watts to get a 151.8 on the glass with the Soundstream XXX 15,000, and I did a 151.7. I'm not exactly sure, but 151.7 clamping the 5,900. It's about 100 watts more. But now we're gonna do 35 hertz, the same I did with the Soundstream XXX. We're gonna monitor the voltage drop and see how it goes. All right, go ahead and pause that. So at 35 hertz, did a 147.79 dB, clamping 7,662 watts.